we are celebrating Faculty of Science and Technology Research Day, but more specifically it is a Student Research Day where the students from our faculty are presenting their research projects. They are independent study projects and also from the classroom research. So this is really a good training, not only in doing some research, but also being very efficient. And also a lot of credit goes to the professors who are giving their time. And this is, like the research shows, that the interaction with faculty is a very high impact practice for students to learn.
There's so many positives come out of this that I'm bound to miss some, but just thinking out loud here, it gives the students a chance to do some research. So in the big research universities at undergraduate level, the students get very little chance to do this sort of work. It's generally reserved for the graduate students. Here at Mount Royal, because of the smaller programs and smaller class sizes, we're able to give students individual projects as part of courses and have them research over the semester or over the year, and then at the end of the year they present as grad students would at a research university. So it's a phenomenal opportunity to work in close contact, one-on-one with a professor, to get into research usually related to what the professor's working on, and then to present to a group of students and faculty and benefit from that experience. From a geology point of view, many of the geologists who end up working in mining companies or petroleum companies make regular presentations to management on their work, and you can be doing the best work in your office, but if you can't present it to management in a way it's easy to understand, easy to follow, then you're not doing your job. And so this gives the students great experience in standing up in front of the peers and faculty and learning how to present. And we try and build that into many of our courses so that when the students come out, they've got very, very good lifetime skills in that area.
My name is Leah Wilson. So I was looking at groundwater geology on Hornby Island, one of the Gulf Islands just off the coast of Comox. So the purpose was the residents have variable depths where they're drilling to get groundwater, so it's fairly inconsistent. So we were looking at shallow versus deep aquifers to see where they could access groundwater resources. So I really learned a lot about data management and using different data that maybe is not exactly what you're looking for, so how to apply your interpretation to solve a problem and apply it to your project. I love Mount Royal and I'm very glad I chose this school. We have access to the teachers to ask as many questions as we want, and it's really been an amazing learning opportunity, and I think that going here is a good thing for getting jobs as well, because employers really look for the kind of like a small school, like where you learn a lot and it's hands-on.
My name is Daniel Chupik. Well, my project was a rock project for my metamorphic petrology course. Each student was assigned a rock and from Corsica, and we were supposed to determine its minerals and pressures and temperatures, and ultimately try and build an evolutionary model for the geology in Corsica. I am interested in the subject. I was assigned this rock. Everyone is assigned a different rock. Over the course, I've fallen in love with this rock, and it's become my own. Obviously, the ability to retrieve useful information and use it to your advantage, but also working alone. Last year, I worked with a partner. This year, it was all my own research, and it's actually kind of motivating. It gives you sort of a sense of fulfillment when you go out and you do all the work from scratch, and then you have a finished project, and then you're ready to go. It's a sense of accomplishment for sure. Great school. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So I'm Alex Patterson. So it's actually, we work hand in hand with Ghost Valley residents. They don't know what's underneath the ground, so I look at the geology of it, and I've actually mapped the bedrock geology, superficial geology, and the hydrogeology to kind of put them together and see where actually cut blocks are being cut, and maybe so that they can have further information to see what the implications of these cut blocks on these groundwater units are. So I built a bedrock model, I built a superficial model, and then I've actually built cuts on each of the bedrock and superficial that are for each hydrogeology. we had somebody actually from the Ghost Valley who is a geologist, and I got in touch with him and talked to him about things, and it really helped like understand better things about like the land and whatnot, and how to research, kind of get in touch with people that are local residents, not just like coming in. Like, I wasn't from there, so I'm not going to know exactly what's going on. So it helps to kind of get in with somebody that is there. Oh, I would definitely say this is probably the only school you'd want to go to once you get here.
Research is the backbone of learning and advancing. And if a nation becomes static and never does anything beyond what you already have, is not going to progress. So the strength of Canada lies in our intellect and using the intellect to explore and discover. And that, if that happens while you're becoming a student and you know the research methods and you're inspired, it goes a long way. So in these formative years, they are getting first-hand feel for this journey of exploration and discovery, which will propel them forward. So when you interact with the fresh minds, you get fresh ideas. So it works both ways.